Well, I have 4 children. See? All right, I'll get through this. All 4 of whom have been here to the sanctuary. And my 4 children have all come to the sanctuary for different reasons. I've had 2 of them who came for addiction to prescription medications, and 2 of them who came for other reasons. My daughter came for anxiety and was unable to attend college. She basically had to withdraw because she couldn't face the anxiety that was being produced by just attending class and interacting with her peers and focusing on her studies. And so she came to deal with some of her issues and is now happily enrolled in college and is a junior and studying neuroscience of all things. And then I have a son who came for more emotional reasons and maybe to build his self-confidence. And then my 2 who came for prescription medication addiction are both now thriving. And I realized that I could just as easily sit here and tell you that I am the mother of a child who was lost to addiction. But because of their experience here at the sanctuary, they're both just thriving. I've got one who finished his master's degree in engineering and is gainfully employed and loving not only his work, but loving his life. And my daughter is heading back into the legal profession to do legal work, which is what she was doing while she was addicted. But I really, truly believe that she's going back into her industry and her profession a much more grounded and a much healthier person. So that's pretty beautiful. I'm crying because I'm so grateful that there is a place that is combining all of these very cool cutting edge alternative techniques and treatments and processes and protocols that come together in such a beautifully customized way that each one of my children who came here for a different reason still got what they needed so that they could answer their own soul's calling and not only heal and evolve themselves, but contribute to healing and evolving our family. So my experience with the sanctuary started in 2013 and ended just recently, about a year ago. So over those last, 10 years, I've had one kid after another really calling out for help. And so my experience started in April of 2013 with my firstborn son, and he stayed 3 months. And what he brought to our family experience was that prior to that, if you had told me I was going to have a drug addict for a son, I would say, no, I didn't sign up for that. I'm not doing that as a parent. So where I've come to as a mother is rather than feeling so ashamed and fearful and disappointed in my son for developing his addiction, I now am so grateful to him because I feel like he not only manifested these symptoms for himself to heal and evolve, but also as a gift to me to wake me up and to invite me to engage in my own healing and to go deeper into my own journey. And with the help of some of the staff here at the sanctuary, I got in touch with the fact that I'm actually a core member of my little tribe and that my health is so important to their experience as well. And now the way that our interactions and the way our family has changed is that we're more cognizant, we're more aware that when one of us is feeling something or going through something, number one, we all feel it and we all respond, but we respond in a more authentic and a more supportive way with one another. I observe my children with one another having independent relationships that are super meaningful and deep and intimate with one another. And I'm proud of that. And I'm not sure we would have been able to achieve that level of closeness and honesty without having done this work. My youngest daughter had an anxiety attack yesterday, and I wasn't available to her. And so she reached out to her brother, and using some of the tools that they learned at the sanctuary, he worked with her and helped her through her anxiety attack to the point where she was able to come down and not experience a whole week of symptoms and reactions to what would have been a previous anxiety attack. She was like, worked right through it and kept moving, just kept moving on. And then the follow-up phone call that I made with her, she was like, Mom, this happened, and I called my brother, and I'm okay now, and I love you. And so it just brings me such joy to know that my children are leaning into one another and their relationships with one another in such an honest and supportive way.